I'm the flyest to ever walk in here. You might be listening, wondering.
What's going on, world? It's your man JFK, man. You watching JFK's Way. First and foremost, thank you guys for rocking with me. If you've been rocking with me for a while, if you're new to the channel, that's cool, man. Let me introduce myself. I am a collector, first and foremost, which means, you know, I show you guys some fly things here and there, some fitted hats that you do not see too commonly. And I do the same thing with books, man. So if you're not into books, if you're not into comics, that's cool. Let me put you guys on some game. Let me show you guys some great artwork. And we're going to jump straight into this one, man. This one right here is just, we're going to jump to the indie side. We're going to jump into some DC. I don't got too much DC books for you today. And then, of course, we're going to trickle down and finish it off with some Marvel books, some killer covers, man. But first and foremost, I got to give it up to one of my favorite artists on the low right now. And I say on the low because he's too new to be in like the ultra extravagant bracket, but he just be doing some extravagant shit. Right here, first and foremost, we got Gun Honey. Now this right here is from a gentleman who has a few names. He goes by Kunka, but his name is Kendrick Lim. This right here, man, is just a cover that I had to pick up. I actually was waiting for this for a while. I was actually gone. I had to take a trip to Florida, so I wasn't at comic shops right when this book released. But thankfully, I had already ordered this. So not only did I order this one, but I also ordered the Virgin variant. And as you guys see, the Virgin variant, this is a 1 in 10 incentive. So thanks to my comic store, thanks to my guy Tim. Thank you, Tim. He stayed looking out for me, man, but he made sure that, you know, these copies were sharp. And as you guys can see, there is a difference between the two. This is the title, as you see, and this is what we call a Virgin variant, which is just displaying nothing but the artwork. So this one I'm actually going to be hoping to get more copies of, because this one does have a little ding or two somewhere in it. So it's not grade worthy, but it's still a reader's copy. And hey, it's an issue 2, so you kind of can't go wrong with beautiful artwork, right? So the next one we're going to get into is we still on the indie side a little bit. Now I say I'm going to stop buying this series, man. I say I'm going to, but time after time they get me with these covers. Now this cover right here, if you guys are not familiar with it, don't worry, get real familiar. This is the main character that we see right here. And this cover is just, first of all, it's a homage cover. I hear certain people out there say homage. It's homage. The word is homage, man. But this is a homage cover done. And the initial cover, actually, I'm going to show you guys here as well. This is from a Spider-Man cover. Now, Spider-Man, of course, you know, at this time frame, this is the death of Spider-Man. It's him and Uncle Ben. And this right here is Radiant Black. Ironically enough, though, this is not even a variant. This is a regular cover. This is a regular cover for issue number 9. So again, just sometimes it's the simple things, man. So this all white background, icy, clean, and trust me, there's definitely dirty copies out there. When I say icy and clean, you know, it's like me a little bit. You know what I mean? You got to be fresh, man. You got to be, you know, some of these covers definitely had dirt on them, you know, from damage just from sliding around with other books. So I was lucky enough to scour through a few of them and pick me out a nice clean copy. So this right here, I will be planning on getting this graded sooner than later. Off the indie train, we're going to jump into a little Halloween madness, man. You know, 'tis the season. Halloween was just here, so we are approaching towards the end of the year. But this cover right here, man, this is wacky, man. This is so wacky that when I seen it, I said, I don't give a fuck how people feel about Francisco Martina, because I know how I feel about him. You know what I mean? He's not the top of the list of favorite artists in nobody's bracket usually, but this shit can't be denied. This cover right here, man, if this don't give you the Halloween feels, the goddamn is that Batman feels, and I don't know what cover's going to. But this cover was, like I said, was definitely one I had to pick up. Francisco Martina. This right here is DC versus Vampires issue 1. So there's a few very, very good covers out there for that. I'm actually waiting on one now from Warren Lau. So shouts out to my connect. I love you, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be getting that. But so yeah, you know, you got to give all praises to the connect. But whenever I get that book, I'll be doing a video course showing you guys that, and whatever else around that time frame is in my arsenal. Right now, I'm gonna keep hitting y'all with a few. This right here is kind of another Halloweenish kind of cover. This is like a symbiotic cover of Wolverine. As you guys can see, his mouth, he kind of looks like, goddamn, he got the symbiote on again. So I believe that they're kind of doing that right now, but these are not incentives. These are just order as many as you want kind of books. But this is a cover done by Patrick Gleason. It's not one of my favorites, but it was kind of too late for me to back out of it because I already ordered it. So I'm not a huge Wolverine guy whatsoever, but the cover was all right. It wasn't bad. If you set those two covers back to back, the ones I just showed you, they kind of resemble each other a little bit. This next one is also a venomized variant, if you want to call it that. This right here is Doctor Strange, the death of Doctor Strange. Now this right here is issue 2. Now this is a variant done by R.B. Silva. His name's actually down there right there in the corner. But this cover, man, this is probably, honestly, the week these books came out, this is probably the cover of the week for me. So you know how I do things, man. When I like it, I love it. Do it up. If you can do it, keep doing it. So shouts out to Southside Comics as well. That's another comic store actually out here in Pittsburgh. I spun through. I owed him a little bit of paper. I owed him some money. He ordered some books for me for a while that actually happened to be one of the books in his arsenal that I had already pre-ordered. So shouts out to him. And I'm also holding some of these down for me too, because this right here is one of my favorite covers in a while. And the crazy thing is, it's not an incentive. It's a normal order as many as you want cover. This right here is a Moon Knight variant. And as you guys see, that's Moon Knight as if he was put into the hieroglyphics. And as you see that tongue, you see that mouth. I know you guys are all familiar with that. Yes, looks very much like Venom. So the venomized Moon Knight currently, why he is not white, I don't know, because usually when you see Moon Knight venomized, or he's white, but whatever. Off that, I love what they did with it. I love the artwork, and the guy shares my name as well. His name is Joshua Kazara. So shouts out to him, man. You did an amazing job on this. Of course, you know how I feel about things, man. Don't do it once, do it twice. So both of these, I think they're gonna make great. I'm happy to see that. These actually came to fruition. I remember seeing the pictures a while back. I was like, that's gonna be a crazy high book. But ironically enough, so far, as of yet, it ain't crazy yet. It ain't crazy yet. Mind you, when it go crazy, come back to this and be like, oh, I was ahead of the train, of course. But this right here, this is a variant for Phoenix song, Echo. Now this is the new Phoenix. I love this cover, man. I absolutely fucking love this cover right here. As you see, you get the Native American vibes, which I feel is absolutely right to do. As you see the power, you see that, you know what I'm saying? You see seriousness, you see the tone. You also see a kind of ego-ness, a kind of cocky kindness to it. So I love the emotion and so much drawn that you can get actually from one image. You know what I mean? You can draw up so many conclusions on what the artist may have been thinking around that time frame. But I love this cover. This is Phoenix Song, issue 1, Echo. Great variant. Now this right here, this is something that you don't see this shit too often. You see it here and there. It does happen, but it's not an always happening kind of thing, right? So this right here is X-Men Legends number 5. Now, if you look at this cover, it's like puzzles. It's like somebody's putting the pieces to the puzzle, right? Now, this is done from a guy. I collect his work. It's a man by the name of Todd Knock. Todd Knock. His name is down there towards the end of the photo on the left-hand side. Excuse me, right here. A little bit over the barcode. This cover is crazy, bro. Now, I like the cover, but not only do I like the cover, I like the variant, which they also accredit him for, but technically he didn't do any new work. They just mixed it all over the place as puzzles. I actually sat down and really kind of studied this photo a little bit. Like, did he draw? Is this a different photo? No, it's not. It's actually the same as this. It's just separated and given to you, and it's displayed differently. So it's like they're putting the pieces to the puzzle here. Here, they're just scattered. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. But again, it was very witty. So I bought both of them. They got my ass. They got me, man. They got me. So I had to pick up both of those, man. Great artwork from Todd Knock. As usual, he rarely really disappoints. He's also an artist that's been around for a long time. So check him out. If you don't know who Todd Knock is, man, definitely check out Todd Knock. He has some amazing work. Now this, speaking of amazing work, is from one of my father figures of this comic book thing, man. I call him one of the kings because he set the milestone for a lot of these comic book artists. He fathered a lot of stuff for these comic book artists. This right here is a double-sided variant from my guy, the king, one of the kings of this comic book thing, Mark Bagley. So right here, you guys can see, it looks like Spider-Man's in a world of shit. It's him and this man. Now the crazy thing is, once you get into this, you see what this is. This is called Sinister War. This is issue 1, and this is just one of the variants. Boom, double-sided. Double-sided. And then when you open it, it's a gatefold poster, kind of like a poster cover. Love that, man. Love that. That cover was crazy done, right? Now this one right here is also done by Mark Bagley. It's also a variant cover. It's also for the same title, same issue, Sinister War issue 1, right? But this one ain't double-sided. That's just them just marketing a little advertising, pretty much commercials and books, right? Mark Bagley. Hang on for a second. Let me fix y'all up. Now his issue 2 variant, Sinister War, Mark Bagley. Now what they did is, these are connecting covers. As opposed to doing a double-sided cover or a gatefold cover, they just did, of course, he probably drew it once, and they, you know, more than likely he drew it once and they split it in half to give it, you know, that connecting feel. But boom. Mark Bagley, man, doing what he does best, man. And as you guys see, you see my man right here. Well, that's Spike. You see my man right here, Moon Knight. So I could not go without, you know, the announcement, the Moon, all the Moon Knight stuff going on, the craziness of Moon Knight going on. I had to bring you guys. This right here is actually a second print from Moon Knight issue 3. First appearance of the character named Hunter's Moon. These books may or may not jump all over the place sooner than later. This is the second print. So I showed you guys the first print. Actually, when the first one came out, the book, the background is green. More so, it's highlighted in green as opposed to a black and white cover with the red highlights, which I love. I love. So you like, again, y'all know how I do things sometimes, right? Y'all know how I do things. Live it up, man. Live life. Enjoy life. This one, sadly enough, was actually damaged, so that's why you guys see this one open. This will be a reader's copy for me. This one, of course, so this big baby. This is grade worthy. This one's nice and sharp. All right, man. We're getting down to the last few books. These next two. Actually, I'm going to close you guys out with Moon Knight books. This right here as well. This is something that I picked up today from Southside Comics. Shouts out to the guy over there at Southside Comics. This cover is crazy good. I love Arthur Adams. He's a guy who I've bought a lot of his books definitely throughout my lifetime. In the last few years, I was picking up a ton of his stuff, just everything. I was looking at Art Adams, everything he was doing, I was trying to get my hands on. But this cover right here, man, what can I say? You know, I love women with some weight to them. I love women with a build. You know, I want a grown woman. I don't want no skinny size females. And clearly, you see, my man Arthur Adams had the same idea here. You see that's a bodacious babe, man. That's a bodacious babe right there, man. So I love this cover, but this is Moon Knight. This is a Moon Knight variant for issue 4. You guys see it says Moon Knight Integra. So a great cover, man. Again, some of this stuff you just on site, you know, especially for me. You know, I don't know how y'all feel about it. You like some of these, you're not liking some of these, you like. I'm probably rubbing off on y'all by now. I gotta be. But this right here, man, is the last of my recent pickup. This right here is Moon Knight issue 4. This is the Delato variant. Now, this right here, if you guys see it, great. If you don't see it, don't worry. I'm gonna spin it to you anyway. This right here is pretty much what a lot of people have categorized as Marvel's Batman. As you see, he's pretty much on the Dark Knight kind of mode right now. Though that's not boomerangs, of course, but it's like it's half moons. It's his logo, but you get it. You can look at this and you can totally get a Batman feel from it. If you can't, then hey, we're all different. But when you look at it, you see the cape, you see the motion, you see the, you know, like the, you kind of get the sound effects in your head when you see the shit. But this right here was a cover again. I couldn't go without picking up, man. I had to pick this up. So that's my closer though, man. That's Moon Knight issue 4, the 1 in 25 incentive. So thank you to the guys that always hold me down in my comic shops. I appreciate the love. Thank you guys also for tuning in. And I got some more stuff I'm gonna be dropping for you guys real soon. I got a fitted collection that's pretty much out of this world, and a lot of guys, it's hard for me to keep up sometimes. But I'm gonna end up dropping another video for you guys in the next few days. But peace and love. Thank you as always for tuning in, and I catch you guys on the next one.